So I'm here today outside of Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, where Prime Minister Justin Trudeau came to meet with local Indigenous leaders from all across Saskatchewan. And I came here, I flew to Saskatoon and then drove all the way up here to ask two questions. I came to ask Justin Trudeau, one, I wanted to ask him how anyone at this Indigenous conference could trust him after he gave the boot to the only Aboriginal woman who ever dared to question him and to stand up to his authority. I also came because Minister Carolyn Bennett, Minister for Crown Indigenous Relations, was here. She hired someone for $300 an hour for the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women Commission. $300 an hour, and they won't tell us who it was or what they were doing. So I just wanted to ask her a simple question. Minister Bennett, would you be able to tell me what you spent $300 an hour on in consultants for the Missing and Murdered Aboriginal Women Commission?
You're way too close. You're way too close.
You don't have an answer?
You're way too close.
Now, things got a little bit dicey when a Prime Minister's office staffer realized who I was. I don't know what his name is. I do know that he does work at the Prime Minister's office. He was very nice to me when I showed up at the media desk, but once I showed him this mic flash and this lanyard, his tone changed. He started following me around the arena, very intimidating like. Obviously, I wasn't too scared of this old man, but it all came to a head when he shoved me. He knew exactly where I was standing, and he didn't like it because I was standing in an area where I could ask the Prime Minister a question. Here's him shoving me. Look at this. It's despicable, this conduct. If this guy thinks that this kind of intimidation and bullying is going to stop me from following the Prime Minister all across Canada throughout the federal election, he's got something else coming. He just bought Prime Minister Justin Trudeau 100 more visits from Keean Bexte and the rest of the Rebel team. It's disgusting. Now look at him. He's looking at where I'm standing. He's scoping me out. Then he turns around and backs up and shoves his shoulder into my equipment. My camera's on a gimbal, so it's fragile. He knows that. I think he wanted to cause as much damage as he could quietly do. Now, look at what he has to say when I asked him to apologize. Do you want to apologize for what you did? Do you want to apologize for what you did? Now, hopefully this cut isn't too jarring, but I want to update you guys with some information we found out after the fact. This man's name is Terry Guillon. And he's not a nobody. He used to be the head of the Parliamentary Press Gallery in Ottawa before resigning and moving to Justin Trudeau's PMO. You can see here every mainstream journalist in the whole country, it seems, lamenting his departure from the press gallery. One person calling him Zen, and Rosie Barton actually crying over him leaving. It's sad, it's disturbing, and it outlines the incestuous relationship between the PMO and the press gallery and the Liberal Party. It's just weird, disgusting, disturbing. Now that we know this thug's name, Terry Guillon, we bought his domain name, and this video is going to be posted there for the rest of his career. You can go to www.terryguillon.com, see my write-up on this, and if you want to stick it to this thug, tell Justin Trudeau that this is not acceptable. The best way you can do that is to pitch into my Follow Justin Trudeau Wherever the Hell He Goes fund. I'm going to be on him for the next 5 months, up until the election, 5 months I think, up until October, asking the questions that the press gallery will not, because they love Terry Guillon, their former boss. They love Justin Trudeau and his celebrity. Pitch into that fund. Help me follow Justin Trudeau around the country, asking him questions that nobody else will. Now, back to your regular scheduled Rebel programming. Now, I showed this video to an RCMP officer as the Prime Minister office staffer was standing there, and the RCMP officer said it wasn't his place to comment whether or not it was on purpose or not. But as I left the event, he came and he shook my hand. He was very polite, very kind. There's great people here in Saskatchewan. He said, "Thank you for working with me. Thank you for being respectful." I've been nothing but respectful here. I just wanted to ask some simple questions, and Justin Trudeau would not answer any of them, and his staff did everything that they could to make sure that I wasn't able to do it. Here's all the questions that I was asking Justin Trudeau throughout the evening. Prime Minister, how can anyone here actually trust you, given that you kicked the only Indigenous woman out of cabinet who's ever stood up to you? Prime Minister, how can anyone here trust you? How can anyone here trust you? Now, like I said, I will not be intimidated. I will follow Justin Trudeau wherever he goes, exposing his lies and asking him questions that he doesn't want me to ask. I'll be sure to do that. You can follow me at www.rebelinvestigates.com to see my progress as I follow Justin Trudeau around Canada throughout the lead up to this federal election, and especially after the writs drop across this nation. For the Rebel.media, I'm Keean Bexte. Hey, thanks for watching. As I said, go to www.rebelinvestigates.com to see everything that I've been doing lately. My favorite thing that I've done lately, it was pretty cool. I went to Alabama to surveil a terrorist operation that was holed up in the bush just off the highway outside of Tuskegee, Alabama. Go check it out at www.rebelinvestigates.com.